Hi everyone, Dan here, and welcome to our walkthrough guide for this week's Nightfall, Cerberus Vae the Third, or whatever it's called. Anyway, the modifiers for this week's Nightfall are Juggler, which only drops ammo for weapons you aren't currently using, and Arc Burn, which makes arc weapons deal crazy-ass damage. It's kind of weird that they went with arc modifiers on this Nightfall, since 95% of the weapons you get shot at with are solar. The only real enemy attack that's buffed as a result of Arc Burn is the Scion's Shockwave attack, which essentially turns it into a one-shot Kamehameha wave, so do your best to avoid that. The Scions also have Void Shields in this Nightfall, which makes them a little bit more annoying when you're trying to kill them. The biggest tip we can give you for this Nightfall is basically just try and keep your distance as much as possible to the enemies, and sniper rifles are your best friend. Taking on Valus's lieutenants is really no different than the normal strike, though when the dropship shows up, we did run back to the interceptor bay to fight them there, just so we could just snipe the crap out of them. The tank fight is actually 1,000 times easier on Nightfall than it is on normal. So instead of using the interceptors, truth be told, just snipe the crap out of the tank. As you can see here, by the time we run back to the interceptors and then get to the tank to fight them, it's already pretty much dead, and that was only with one guy shooting at it. So I have to figure if the three of you just start unloading on it with whatever arc weapons you have, it's going to blow up really, really quickly. The Valus fight itself really doesn't have much difference between the regular strike and this one, since all of his attacks are solar weapons, I believe. Really, the only thing is the mobs are a bit more annoying. The Scions, like we said before, are pretty deadly if they get off their Kamehameha waves, and the Phalanx can't be staggered in this Nightfall, so burning them down is going to be a little bit tricky. Valus himself is actually really easy to burn down with arc weapons, but you might want to slow your damage and focus on ad control when you can, because we're pretty sure that if you burn him down really quickly, multiple waves of ads spawn at the same time, and that's just going to overwhelm you and get your face smashed in. If you have any hunters, we found using invisibility to res people is a really good tactic, since a whole lot of this map is pretty much out in the open where you're just going to get chewed apart. Other than that, just avoid his chain gun and rockets like normal, and you'll be fine. If you guys have any questions about the Nightfall, anything we didn't cover or covered horribly, leave a comment and we'll be sure to answer it. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, well, and the flurry of phalanx that spawned.
Finally been defeated and the Cabal command dealt a great blow.